That's what I named mine. Yeah.
All right. So.
All right. Yeah, we're live now. So anybody just joining the stream or watching the video later, the uMMORPG pack was on the Humble Bundle. I think it might still be up there today, but it was ending really soon. And we just decided we were going to go through and try it out, grab the bundle and try connecting to each other, play a little bit, see what's in the pack, how it all works, and yeah, just kind of investigate a little bit. And that's pretty much all the stream's going to be. I think just kind of us screwing around with it and trying to figure out what's here and what this thing is, and how can we use it, or can we use it, or what can people do with it?
Is it useful?
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm gonna I'll switch over to screen share mode for myself. Cool. There we go. So I've got the package imported right now. I think you're importing it now, right?
Yeah, I'm starting up a new project, so it's loading up this new scene first, and then I'll go download it.
So I just made this. This is just an empty project. I just pulled it in and opened the world scene without doing anything else. I have run through this once though, and I did create a character. So I hit play, and I think my character will probably be there. So I already had an account, so hit login. Oh, that's right. It said I was disconnected. I don't remember. I'm not sure what I have to do for the login, but I hit server and play, and then that worked. And then I was able to create a character. Let's create a new one. Oh, that's Jason.
Is that you creating a local server, or are you just a host right now?
I'm a host and a client, apparently. I'm not sure exactly how that works because the host is running as the client at the same time, which kind of concerns and confuses me, but maybe it's separated enough that we can run them separately and still have it work. So there we go. Made a warrior. Hopefully everybody can see kind of my screen. I'll make it a little bit bigger.
Kinds of fancy.
You can run around. I mean, it's pretty cool for a starter pack. The idea of being able to just get in and have an MMO that you can play. You know, I can walk over and start hitting this guy and kill him. Well, this guy's a lot stronger than the archer that I made. You can loot stuff. And you get fake messages from somebody in your guild and party and a tell. In a chat, I guess a bunch of samples. Yeah, are you done syncing? Maybe we can try figuring out how you connect. How do you create?
I think I need a way to get to you.
Yeah,
you can hit server only right there, right? But
you can put in a server here too.
Oh yeah, okay.
Just log in and we'll automatically create an account for you. I did that.
I guess. I mean, do you have to open a port on your machine and expose your IP and all that?
I assume so. So I made an account called admin, and it didn't work. It did come with a document file though, so maybe it'd be worth looking at that. I mean, I pulled it up and took a quick glance, but I didn't really dig in yet. I just wanted to see kind of what it was and save some of that for this call. So you get the doc, getting started. Oh shit! Hit server and play. Yep. And they tell you to go look at some prefabs, read through UNet, and read through the rest of the doc. Okay, I didn't.
So it's built on top of UNet then.
Yes, and it's using some libraries for the network stuff. That's all in those Git libraries that were referenced. I think we talked briefly about it. It looks like it's 2 external packs for the networking stuff, and I haven't dug into those at all. So modifying the player model, levels, how do we connect to people on a different server? Or make a client versus a server build. Let's see, mini maps, item mall, server hosting. The default entry is for local servers. You can test if you want it. You can add another entry here. So you find the network manager.
Yeah, I think you're going to need to give me your IP address and then expose the port on.
Open up that port. I'm sure I will. It's not a problem. Let's see. Let's add another server. Or here, let me find. What's my IP? Okay, I'll paste it right into chat for you so you can just connect.
Yep.
And then I got to figure out what port it's using. So what port does this game use? Where does it say? IP. Nope. Not anywhere in there. Okay, let's see. Maybe the docs say setting up a server machine. So we don't have to dig through the code. I don't want to set it up in Linux. Hiding the server code from the client. Yep. That's always a good thing to do. But it doesn't tell me what port it's connecting on. So where the hell is that? Port. Port, come on.
Still importing, by the way.
Oh, okay. Well, while it's importing, we'll look up the code here and figure out what port it is. So
I could also just try and connect to you and see if it gives me any problems.
Oh, it's definitely going to fail.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to port forward for sure. Server list. It finds one. It's setting something with the value there, and then gets network address. It's got the, okay, this has an IP. Does it have a port as well? No, of course not. What? Where's the part where we set where we make the connection? That's login. What method is this update?
All right, I'm gonna try and run it. Oh, I guess I didn't find the scene. Damn it.
Oh yeah, it's just in scenes and it's just called world. It's basically a zone. It's a relatively small one too. Where is it doing? I probably totally missed this, but it's got to be connecting somewhere and passing in a port. Let me go back. My server list should have had something. Get the server list, and then we either use that server dropdown. What is this for? Or is it this network address? No. Where is it? The manager. That might make sense. I accidentally got rid of my scroll bar. I need to fix that. Yeah, the little scroll bar here. I installed Enterprise and it had all that extra crap there, like the text demo, and I turned it off and lost them all. It's very annoying. Okay, on client connect. Here it is. Or no, that's
in chat. They're asking if it was bought with the Humble Bundle, and it was.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, it's my chat window. Yeah, it was all part of that Humble Bundle. It's like, what was it, $12 or $15 or something? It seemed like a great deal. Why don't I just look for the stupid button? Where's the button that I click? I click on login. What does that button do? Button login. You still importing?
No, I just haven't opened the sample scene or whatever now. Stuff's kind of slow, and
okay, now
I'm sure as to what's going on.
Well, the login button doesn't have an event here, and it doesn't have a script on it, which means that some random thing is registering for it. Yep, right here. So UI login references the login button, which is probably doing something for. It's probably registering an event in code.
Oh, here we go. Okay, I think I have it up and running.
It's right here. Oh,
server. Oh yeah, server in play. So I'm gonna try server in play first. Create a character. Sam. It's gonna be a warrior. Select Sam. All right, so
Use
Sam.
one port for all servers. What port is that? Well,
It's pretty neat. Okay.
I am still lost on the port. It seems like it should be obvious, and I'm like blind and missing something.
And I'm
just
going to dig through my project too. Okay, so I should check the. So you said that somewhere we can modify the server entry?
Yeah, there's a server list on the network manager.
On the network manager. I see network time, network manager. Network info. So on the network manager, it says port 7777.
Oh, Jesus. Is it right there?
Yeah, I just
Okay.
randomly opened a server list. Here we go. One server local. So
Wait, where did you see that on the network manager?
under network info.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yep. That's the normal spot for it too. I'm just blind. Okay, cool. So I just need to forward that port. 1 second. I will set that up real quick.
All right, and then I'll be like Jason's.
My free attached. No.
Nice.
All right.
Their UI is pretty neat.
Yeah. No, overall, I think it's a pretty cool little pack.
There's a lot going on.
Oh.
For sure.
It's got a whole bunch of things in it. Okay, add custom service and uMMORPG.
Actually, definitely wants me to makes me want to make a Diablo-ish type of clone.
Oh yeah, don't you hate that? You get a pack and oh wait, there's another thing that was running on that.
I
don't even know what this is. No, I think it's going to my kid's system. So
okay.
It was something else used that port. He's going to be angry when it doesn't work.
We can change the port, and it doesn't matter.
I already deleted it. It wasn't labeled well enough for me to know what it is. Okay, cool. I have the port forwarded, and you have my IP. So now if I server and play,
I think so.
Well, I got to start first. Yeah. Then I think you can just do a login on mine, but I'm not 100% sure. So server and play, and I'm in. Now, are you able to log in? My IP?
No, I'm going to try and restart it. I don't know if I had any issues.
Okay.
Experience when you killed that thing.
Did. I was even able to train up new abilities when I was playing around a little earlier.
That's great. I'm not getting a connection. Let's see.
Okay, let me test the port and make sure it's actually working. Just drop it into the port forwarding test thingy. Open port checker or ugetsignal.com. There we go. There's 7777. Check. And it is not looking very open. It's probably a Windows firewall. It's one of the most annoying things setting up network projects, like figuring out where the issue is, where you're locked out. Oh, there's my space a bit. All right, so specify. Yes. Allow it for everything. And now we'll check the port. Nothing. It is forwarded.
Serving, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's forwarded. It's on. Going to my IP. Wait, hold on.
I'm able to ping you.
Yeah, but you're just not able to hit 7777, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the port test tool says it's still not there, which is weird. I don't know.
On your router, is your router pointing to your local IP address or your intranet IP address?
Yep, it's .3. I'm deleting and re-adding the rule real quick. That's 777s set for TCP and UDP and added.
It's 4 7s, right? Not 3.
Oh yeah, 4 7s, quadruple 7s. Sorry. And then it's still, I think, saying that it's not listening. Yeah, I don't know. Oh wait, server bind to IP. I think I needed that. Yeah, just put in the public IP. I don't know. It's not working. You want to try being the host?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna give it a shot.
See if it works on your end.
Try one more time. Host one more time. Just give it one more shot.
Okay, there we go. It's still showing the port closed for some reason.
No. All right. Let's try mine.
Okay.
So first, my public IP address is there. Just try that without doing anything and see if anything happens.
Okay.
It shouldn't, but why not? All right, so I'm going to do server only. Theoretically, it's running a server.
I'm trying now with your IP. I assume it's going to fail without forwarding the port.
Yeah.
Login, connecting. Your port shows closed too.
Yeah, okay. So then I will router setup.
Yeah, it's funny. I could have just looked at the log too to see the port. It's right there. Like the number one entry in the log.
It's been a while since I've forwarded anything on this.
Pacific. Somebody asked what time zone we're in. Sorry, I just randomly shout out Pacific.
Yeah,
Pacific
I figured it out after a while. All right, so we have our services filter.
Chris is setting up support forwarding now, so I can try to log into his server. We can run around and see how this goes. But the system so far, for anybody who's watching, it seems pretty cool. It seems like it's got a lot of the real basics. It's in a pretty basic format for stuff. So, like, I think if you were going to a full scale game, you'd definitely like slowly start replacing the systems with slight differences. Like all of the data, for instance, is in scriptable objects and stuff, which is cool when you're getting started and getting it ready. Eventually, you'd probably want to swap that out to databases and stuff that's just easier to update with a bunch of designers. Although I guess if you were doing it all, on your own and you're the only one ever making changes, then not a huge benefit to doing that. But if you're doing a bigger project, though, you definitely want to start splitting out a lot of these systems and just kind of using it as a basic starting point, I guess, to kind of vet out ideas and plan from there. Like I said, it gives you a lot for the price, especially with the Humble Bundle. It's insanely Yeah, anybody that didn't grab that bundle should definitely grab it because you're getting a ton of stuff for like 12 or 15 bucks or something if it's still available. It's just crazy deal. Is your port open yet? Nope.
It should. My router's resetting now.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
and you'll have to start the host too before it starts actually listening on the port.
The shit. I feel like it just disappeared off my port forward list. That was weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just filled out everything to do the port forwarding, and it's like, nope.
Yeah, I feel like I need a new router. Mine's been giving me problems lately, and my kid's been having problems with port forwarding too, and it just seems like a good reason to upgrade to a newer, nicer one. But like the one I'm on now, actually kind of got stuck with the cable company because my old one wouldn't support the internet speeds, and they gave me this thing and it would, but the UI for it and all the controls are pretty bad. So, let's see. Did it work yet? Nope. Well, I'm going to run around and look at a couple of the other things in here while you're setting up your port forward. So you can run around and select dudes and fight them. I think I did that just a minute ago. But they also had quests and stuff. No jumping. I keep hitting space. But the worst part, just no jumping. But there's click to move too. So you could go up. You could get a quest from the guy. Just has some basic stuff. So go kill 2 skeletons and I'll get some stuff. And then I assume I'll be able to complete that when I come back. So just sort of run down, fight the skeleton, see it, and then kind of get an idea of how the thing's actually working, what it's doing. There we go. We fight, smack him. No one. Come on, skeleton. Down, get some stuff. And it is definitely a lot harder on the other class. It's also nice, like I hit the button and it just walks over and moves to the dude. I don't have to do it. Okay, cool. So I got 2, and then go try turning in the quest stuff and see what happens. And then I just kind of want to look at the code while this returns. He had to disconnect, restarting his router. I go to quests and complete it. Yep. So let's just take a look and see what that looks like. So we've got search down here for quests. Okay, they're all in this folder. Hey, welcome back, Chris.
Okay, try now.
Okay, let's see. Check. It's showing as closed in my tester, but let me just pick your IP and give it a test. No, it doesn't look like it's working. The port's not showing as open either. Or is your game playing and hosting?
Yeah, it was. I'm wondering if we should make a build.
Can you try just hitting server only?
Yeah, I turned that on just now. Go ahead, try again.
Yeah, it didn't help. Okay. I don't know. I don't know why it's not working.
Can you try the port scan or whatever and see if I have that port open?
Yeah, I did. It still shows it as not open. I just used the ugetsignal.com/tools. Here, I'll paste it in. But you just put in the port and it'll do a quick port check to see if it's open from outside your network. But yeah, it looks like it's just not connecting to yours either.
Let's see, inbound rules.
Yeah, you gotta open it in the Windows firewall. You gotta open it in the port forwarding, but that should be it.
I'm gonna do a program. I don't know. Do port 7777.
Cool. I'm just looking at the quest stuff while you're setting that up. So it's got 2 scriptable objects, looks like, for 2 quests. One is gather quest, and the other is a kill quest. You can see they got just separate fields for those. So, and that's kind of part of the thing where eventually you'd have to change this out because you wouldn't want to have a bunch of fields for each thing for the quest. But it is nice and simple to edit there. So let's see, how does this work? So if we looked at the kill target, just to find references. Oh, got another one. Casing is all wrong, but I'm gonna let it go. And we'll look right here. So increase kill quest counter for. Oh, okay. So it looks like whenever you kill something. Yep. So this is when damage dealt to monster. If the monster died, so the monster health got to 0, we share experience. We skill up some stuff, I guess. I don't know what skill experience is. And then if we're in a party, we do stuff, and then we increase the kill counter for these. And here we're looping through each quest that we have. I assume that's each quest, not each.
Try turning it to WebSockets.
WebSockets?
Yeah, go to the network manager and turn on WebSockets.
Let's try that.
And I will. And then I'm binding to that IP. And then server and play.
All right, did you hit it?
Yeah, go ahead and try.
Nope. Doesn't look like it's working.
All right, one more idea. I'm gonna just make a try building the game.
Are you gonna do a build, or you want me to? I'll do one too.
Both of us do a build.
Yeah. That works. Oops. That's the folder. And build. All right, mine's going. I jump back over to the code while builds. So yeah, it looks like it just kind of loops through all of your quests and increments the kill amounts. Okay. Oh, relatively simple, but I mean, I guess it kind of shows how straightforward some of this stuff is too. Like, I mean, obviously, I think you'd end up with a bigger system, and you definitely wouldn't want to have quest stuff just in your player in a bigger setup. But I think that this is a very nice, easy demonstration of how easy it can be to make like a simple quest system. Because you really just want to check for things happening and then update something when things happen, and that's exactly what's happening here. Looks like it.
Sync bars.
Yeah, well, they're using a sync list quest.
Yeah.
Which is a sync list struct of quest, which is a sync list. Oh, this is in that mirror thing that we haven't looked at. It's on that was that GitHub project for the networking. It's doing the sync bars through that. My build is getting there.
127 out of 128.
Yeah, then it's up to out of 176. Getting the shaders. So where does it do it? Let's see. So if we did a collection quest, I wonder where that would be handled. So it's gonna go. Oh, this actually does read stuff from a database too. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Oh, no, this is for persistence. That makes sense. So it's using SQLite to store character persistence data so that you have something actually saving. That seems like a good idea. It'd just be good to do that for content data, but I can totally understand why they didn't, because then you have to put together some tooling in front of that to make it easy enough to get started with. So that's increased quest kill counter. Where's the loot one? Just want to find that where you go collect stuff. Here, let's go to the quest. Easier. Oh, what the hell? Oh, this is something for an add-on. Okay, I was say, why is this a partial class? But they're trying to make it extensible through that. Interesting. Gather item. That's it. So, not that. Just trying to find the part where it updates it. Where the hell is it? I'm at a total loss. It's like a gather amount.
That's
Something.
insane how much stuff's in there.
Yeah, it's actually relatively light. Like the amount of code was pretty small. I was surprised. Like most of the classes are pretty tiny, like 100, 200 lines, which is good, but there really aren't that many of them. It's just like just kind of all well put together, just kind of the minimum of what you need, I think.
Okay.
Oh, okay. It checks. It doesn't increment something when you gather. It just checks how many you have at completion time. So when you check to see if it's complete, instead of going through, it's not like a trigger that happens every time you collect something. It's if you have the number of things when you turn it in, which makes sense. That has items thing. Yeah, it seems pretty good, dude. It's just it's not like I was saying earlier. I would say it's not something that you would just drop in and you'd use it in like a production environment, because it's not the data entry and stuff isn't very scalable because it's all in game. So obviously you have to go through and like do another build every time you'd want to update data. But I think if you were building an MMO and not sure how to start, it's probably a really good starting point for that, because you can just kind of pick it up. You have a bunch of very basic systems that work with inventory and combat and abilities and stuff. And I think you'd want to expand it out. Like all of the entirety of the code, I think it said was like about 5,000 lines. And I think when you get into, if you're building out like a much bigger, like an actual MMORPG, you're going to have 5,000 lines of item code alone, just inventory stuff or more probably. So because you get into the much more complicated situations, but it definitely handles the basic stuff pretty well, and it's relatively lightweight and clean. It's not very confusing. It's pretty easy, I think, to bounce around and understand what's going on and how things are working. I don't know for sure on the networking side though, because I haven't played with that yet. Okay, so I'm able to start a server.
Yeah. Oh, I just started one.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna try and join my own from my client, from my.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Host here. So
that is a very good idea. That's what I should have done instead of closing my client.
It just says disconnected. Awesome. Disconnected. Oh, but I screwed around with the network settings. Oh, crap.
Okay, let's see. Where's my build folder?
I'm turning off WebSockets. I'm turning off the bind to port. Serverless is just going to use the.
Are you building again after doing all that?
I'm going to, yeah.
All right. I'm going to try connecting to my local one here. So I'll start a host on this one, and then I'll connect from my other window and see if that works.
Pull it back up on the share on the screen. Or on the stream.
Is it not sharing?
I don't. Oh, actually, no, I'm probably behind. I'm watching the stream, not your screen.
Oh, no, I think I probably had just clicked on you. That's what happened. Okay, so server and play. Select a dude. I'll make this guy admin too.
The build was a lot faster this time.
Log in. Oh, I think it was light baking and stuff that was happening the first time around.
Yeah.
Disconnected. Got it.
Okay, I'm gonna try. It keeps losing my character every time I build, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, I bet it's keeping it in just a SQLite file.
That makes sense.
It's just wiping that file out. Yeah, I can't connect to my local host one either.
But
I
do
don't
you have
know.
all those other things we modified?
I do have the web sockets enabled. Yeah.
Oh, already logged in. Interesting.
Try a different username.
Admin 2.
That's what I did.
Oh, character selection. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. So.
Oh, okay, so you're able to connect to your own server at least.
Create. Select.
Oh, your port is open now. What did you do different?
Join.
Did you just launch with an executable for the server?
I did.
Okay, I might be able to join you. I'll be admin 3. Oh, look at that. I'm in. I'm going to log in. I even made my character name match. I'm going to be admin 3. There we go. Look at you. You're ABC, huh?
And
oh, that is.
It looks like it's working.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see. It's just a little bit of slowdown. It felt like lag at first, but it's just a little animation slowdown at the end.
So,
okay, cool.
Yeah.
ABC 2 and admin 3 are all in. Those guys, the bandits are much harder.
Okay.
Skeletons were pretty easy to kill.
I can't even target this guy.
Oh, wait, can I invite you?
So I don't know.
I neither.
There's that system.
You hit him. I'll save you. All right, 2. Would you like to join my group? Did anything pop up? I did /invite.
No.
I don't know how you actually invite somebody to a group.
I can target you. Oh, wait, party invite. There we go. Okay, we're fighting each other.
We are. What? Oh, that's funny. How did you party invite me?
I clicked on you and started attacking you, and while I was attacking you, a party invite button came up.
Oh.
All right, we're killing.
Yeah, I'm hitting ABC.
Killing the server.
Wait, you're not taking any damage though.
No, he's taking damage.
Oh, okay. I just had a lot of 0 hits. Nice.
Kill him.
Cool. What is that? Oh, okay. Some random spam. I was like, what's going on there? Nice.
Healing too. Oh, I died. Okay, respawn.
Oh, you killed yourself.
Yeah. And 2 strung up as angry. Kill skeletons, I guess? I don't know. We can rest together.
Yep. Able to kill stuff.
I can loot them too. That's awesome.
All right, now here's the question. If I change shit on my client, is it going to matter? What's this ability called? I assume not. Normal attack. Let's find normal attack. Normal attack for a warrior. Let's move that mic out of the way, and let's crank up my damage. This is the kind of thing that I'm almost positive is not going to work, and if it does work, it's bad. Good, it did not work. Still hitting for normal amounts. If I'm running as the server, though, that totally works. I was playing with it earlier. Just want to make sure that those messages are actually, or the damage amounts and all that stuff are actually being done on the server like they should, which not a big surprise. What I would expect from this. And I had to try.
The archer dies real easy.
yeah. So that's what I noticed too. The difference there. Did you try training new skills though?
No.
If you go to, which one is it? This one, the third one. Skills are there, and you can actually click. There's a button to train them.
Where's the button?
I don't know. Oh wait, required level 2. You have to. I think you have to level up.
Yeah, so I'm not level 2 yet, even though my name is 2.
Okay. Well, let's get level 2 real quick. I think it goes really fast. And then you can train some new skills.
You got experience for that.
Did you not?
Yeah, I don't think I did.
Oh, that's weird. Why? I'm not going to attack. I want to see if just you get experience.
Did you get experience for that?
Nope. Maybe you have to attack and get into combat to get it. Interesting. But then, yeah, you can learn the abilities, and then it looks like each of the abilities, they're all just scriptable objects in this folder you can just kind of go through and set them here. Again, cool, simple. You definitely want a lot more complexity in a bigger real game. You're going to be able to control things at a lot more refined level, I think. But it's pretty neat. Like I said, I think this is a cool starting point, and they also make pretty good use of scriptable objects. Although, again, I don't think that they're the best option for an MMO, like a long-term MMO, because just want to keep that stuff in a database. But it's cool. Is there anything in here that you want to take a look at, Chris?
Yeah, I don't know. So my main curiosity was like, could you host a legit server on it? But it sounds like you'd set up different servers for different zones, probably.
Yeah, so normally the way it's done is you set up a separate server. If it's a zone-based game, you'd have a separate server for each one with a different port, and then a login or world server type thing that allows, sends the player to whatever zone their character is in, and basically just tells their client to connect to that server and open up that scene. Yeah, I mean, I think you probably could do stuff. This one, I think they said that their max concurrent tested was like 207 players in the docs. And I don't know if that means like that's the max that it can handle or just the max they tested with or something. It seems like a relatively low number, though, given the very limited amount of stuff that is going on here. Like, there's not a whole lot happening in here for 207 players to flag out. But yeah. I guess if all 207 players are right next to each other, I could see it, because then you're replicating position and rotation and all that stuff at the very least of all those things. But if you had a bigger, more spread out zone, everybody's not in the same spot, and you really segment that stuff off, I would think you'd be able to get quite a bit higher given the amount of stuff that's going on here. And maybe that's possible in here too. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's
oh, cool. It was all the players. Oh, he said it was all the players that they had.
Right.
Oh, and yeah, it looks like one of the guys from the team. I was saying, instead of scriptable objects, I was saying in a bigger setup, like a situation where you have multiple game designers, you'd want to have the data in a database, essentially, so that the designers aren't coming in and you're not having to do a new build every time you want to test out data stuff. You want to be able to just kind of like reload that data on some sort of a dev server or something, to be able to reload it in. But like I said before, I think that scriptable, like for a starter kit like this, a scriptable object is 100% better way to go, just because if you have that extra level of complexity there, people are just going to get confused. Most of the people starting out would get lost. And I think that it's probably a much better to start. Oh, what the hell is that? How did that happen? Is that you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that if it was in the more complex setup from the start, you would just lose people, and it would be a lot harder to go. And I think that when you get to the point where you want to scale and have a bunch of people working on it all at the same time doing that stuff, then you'd want to switch over to some sort of a database or data store that you can reload on the fly, with your development server or something going. That makes a huge difference, because then designers can just go in there, change out, replace NPCs, adjust their abilities and stuff, hit a button and then reload it, and have all the testers kind of get back in there. I would, something either hosted on AWS, like a Postgres, MySQL, Microsoft SQL, whatever database solution you like best. I've had people ask about like NoSQL databases, and I don't think they're as good of a fit for like an MMO, just because the data is really generally pretty structured anyway. You don't need that flexibility at all, and you lose the easy relational stuff. So if I want to have, all NPCs can reference these abilities nice and easily, and I like to have everything really, I guess, tightly. I don't even know the right wording for it, but I like to use relationships in the database on, I guess, relation. Yeah.
Database normalization.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's mostly just for reuse and stuff. So you can easily assign and reassign things. You know, like I can just reuse the same ability on 20 guys, just assign it by searching for it. This giant skeleton is not very nice. I'm gonna get away. Oh yeah, he can't catch me.
Oh, you got him. Okay, run up toward the quest guy.
Save me, quest guy, save me.
I
Oh,
made a second one.
oh man.
Actually, there's an item in your bag that you spawn with, I think, and it has that scroll that will spawn that giant.
Oh, is that what that? Oh, okay. Spawns a giant skeleton that will absolutely. Oh, good. It's gonna absolutely not kill me. But yeah, overall, I think this is a really cool pack.
Yeah, this is at least worth the 15 minutes of fun we've had with it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think anybody like trying to build an MMO getting started, this is it's certainly a much better way than just starting off trying to build out all your own networking stuff. I mean, if you really want to try to build all the networking stuff first and not play with doing the actual game development, I guess, but I would much rather start with something like this and just have that kind of working point where I can start building the game out and see things happening, and then slowly start swapping systems as I need to. And just swapping, really just enhancing them and making them more advanced and more complicated, depending on the game setup too. Because I mean, you could have, depending, you may not have inventory. You may have totally different inventory, or same with like abilities. You could have a game where you're walking around and you just shoot guns. You don't have abilities, or one where you have crazy ass complicated abilities that can do 15 different things. Just depends a lot. So I think that base framework though.
Can you go and look at the movement code to see how they're synchronizing the movement and the animations? Because the animations don't look bad, and we're not hopping all over the place. So I'm just curious, like, are they doing some sort of predictions or what's going on for?
Yeah, we take a look. Let's see. Here, let's just look at the player a little bit. Search for player. I am admin 3. So we got a player script. What else is on here?
Can I go delete the giant?
Chat. Proximity checker.
Yeah, okay. I'm alive again. Oh no, he's still there. That's good. I deleted the giant on my end on the client, but the server is the actual deal here.
Oh, you deleted it on the client, not the server?
Yeah, so it's invisibly, my character just keeps dying over and over again.
Oh, there's some notes about movement. Animations are not handled by the network animator. It's still very buggy, and it can't really react to movement. Stops fast enough. Synchronizing animations will also save bandwidth. Yeah, you probably don't want to generally synchronize animations anyway. I mean, you want to synchronize triggered animations, like when you trigger a spell cast or something. You want that, but not movement animations. That should just be kind of figured out by the client based on what the thing is doing. I was searching for movement.
I got like no experience for that. What's up with that?
Passing states directly, the most reliable way to avoid all kinds of glitches. Okay. So it's passing in. Oh. So it gets this state variable. Where's that? And that's is it a string? That's weird. Surprised it's not enumeration. So it looks like what it does, it has the sync bar for the state, and then the state just has a bool for whether or not it's moving, casting, or dead. And then I think the moving one is just playing that walking forward animation.
Yeah.
It's pretty basic. Where's the animator on this thing?
So it's just tracking the position and then animating it everywhere based on the movement?
Yeah, it's just animating based on whether or not moving is true. So if moving's true, run. It turns on run. Otherwise, it turns it off.
Everything else is just tracking rotation.
Yeah. Other than that, it's just a rotation. So there's no There's no different movement animation. Oh yeah, notice you can't walk backwards or anything. You just turn in the correct direction.
Yeah.
No strafing or anything. Again, nice and simple. It makes sense. Like, keeping this as easy as possible, I think, to get started.
Did him. Did him. Oh, you're already dead.
Yeah. Did you kill? Are you fighting the skeleton?
Yeah. Oh, well, I want to get to the quest giver because I was trying to actually get a quest from him, and then I'm like,
Hey, well, we can kill the skeleton, can't we?
yeah, I've killed 2 of them so far, but and I can't kill that one because he's the archer can't actually see him. So
oh, because you deleted him. Oh yeah, I just got some gold. 13 gold.
Oh yeah, I have points I can learn. Strong hit. Yes. All right. So do I drag that onto my bar? I do. This feels very intuitive.
Yeah. It feels right. Like they did a lot of things very well.
That's cool. Health aura. Oh, he's like a healer too. That's cool.
Who's the healer? Your guy is?
Well, yeah. So.
Oh, -2.
Buffs.
Interesting.
All right. So there's teleport to the field.
Quest. Oh, I have to have 5 skill experience.
Okay, complete.
Okay, I got strong hit.
It just teleported me.
Yeah, it just tosses you like out in the right outside the place, I think. There you are. Some Zesmec game jams. Yeah, probably. I'd definitely like to try participating in a game jam again sometime this year if some come up. I don't have any really planned, but yeah, I definitely want to.
I do Ludum Dare as much as I can.
Yeah, I tried to do the last one, but it just kind of fell apart. It didn't work very well. I didn't have a very good plan. I kind of struggled with the design just from the restrictions. I came up with a relatively bad design that wasn't very fun, and it was not fun to work on because of that.
Yeah, I gotta change gears real fast.
Yeah. Quests.
I don't see that I got anything from the quest.
Oh, I don't know what I got. I think experience maybe. What do quests give?
Well, sorry, like it says.
Just find the
quest. Gather desert cleavers. Oh, and then complete them, and then you get 20 gold and 20 experience.
No, you get 100 gold.
But you don't have like a quest log here, do you? Oh yeah, I guess I do. That's the quests button. Got it.
Looking at the data right here.
Interesting. I almost want to just take all my assets from Shoot a Bit and then just make a space MMO out of this and release it. See what happens. Like, don't do anything. Just like make it exactly the same, except you run into ships and level up.
Oh man, pretty cool. I'm still waiting for a good space MMO. I've been wanting to play Star Citizen, but every time I get in there, I just get lost. Like log in, wander around a bay for 15 minutes, and I'm like, I don't know what the hell to do. And and I feel like I need to read a bunch of docs to figure out how to play the damn game.
That's like EVE Online. It's like they had a web browser inside the game because like you had to like Google everything all the time.
Yeah, I remember playing EVE. EVE was a lot of fun. Like, yeah.
Oh, what did I do? I think
pretty complicated. Back when it first came out, it was nice and simple, and yeah.
All right, everything's super broken now. I blew up the client. Do you know what that button on the bottom right does?
It closes your client. It's like log out and close your exit. Okay, yeah, you must have killed the server.
Yeah, I killed the server.
Anybody in chat have any questions? I think they'll probably cut it pretty soon. So yeah, I don't know if anybody wanted to ask anything about stuff. Machine learning stuff. No, we haven't done anything with that. And you were talking about wanting to put it into Shoot a Bit?
Space a Bit.
Or Space a Bit, yeah.
So you know those... here, can I share real quick? I'll...
Yeah, go ahead. Take over.
Shit, I gotta close... All right, hang on. Share... What is this? Screen 1 or screen 2? Screen 1, share.
Stop sharing.
I don't know what the stream can see right now. So can they see me? My screen?
Not yet. No, I don't even see your screen.
Oh, really? It's on the call.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. I'm blind. I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking at the wrong thing.
All right. So I'll open the project real quick, and then I'll show you what I'm thinking of doing. It's almost ready for that, actually. I think we can do another stream for machine learning real fast.
Oh, sweet. That'd be good because you understand that stuff a whole lot better than I do. All right. So check out some space a bit.
Yeah, it's loading the project right now.
Cool. If anybody else has questions too, just drop them in there real quick before we cut it. I think there's a little bit of a delay. I set up the stream wrong. Actually, I guess not too bad of a delay, but it's there. Yeah, the whole thing is up there. You should just be able to go back and replay it.
Okay, so I'm making basically a space-based battle royale game, right? So I'm gonna have hundreds of players, 100 players. Yeah, it's here. I'll type it.
It's about the name, yeah, space a bit. 8-bit looking.
From the creator of Eat a Bit and Shoot a Bit.
And the cow poop game.
And the cow poop game, which I'm most famous for. All right, so Battle Royale. So when I host a server, you can kind of see I have kill counts on the top right, the number of players on the server. And so I just spawned 100 bots. And so rather than testing out my level layouts and stuff like that, I want to use machine learning to control each one of these guys. So basically like this guy right here, he's a bot with no AI on it. And I'm just leaving him there until it's ready. But what I want to do is have all these 100 bots kill each other until it's a battle royale, like one left sort of deal. And they're synchronized over the network. So the idea would be to use the machine learning to get these guys to all kill each other, and then I'll put obstacles in their way and things like that to make it so that it's more interesting than it is now.
And then with that, you'd be able to have them also prioritize staying alive.
Yeah. So going outside of this field, like one thing I'm going to be doing is making it so that it kills you as soon as you as soon as you cross this border.
Where's the border? It's kind of hard to see, because of the stream speed. Like what that border is that the red things?
Yeah, the red and the lightning there. So okay. I'm outside of it now by a lot, but it will start killing you just like any of the other battle royale games.
Okay, I can kind of see it now. It's like a sphere.
Yeah, and so I need to make a kind of something to make a barrier so that you can see that you're inside this giant ball. But as soon as you go outside of that barrier, then you'll start dying. So the first thing I want the bots to do is avoid the barrier.
Oh, okay.
And then go from there. So
nice.
That way we can close it in on them, and then they'll all start trying to kill each other or push each other out or whatever. But yeah, that'll definitely be something that we can fool around with. But
yeah, I think that'd be really cool. It'd be an interesting thing to stream, and I think it's just a useful thing to understand, like how to actually use machine learning in a real project and have it do something beneficial instead of just all the samples I've done with it so far. I'm generally doing stuff that you wouldn't actually want to do, like nobody would care about. So I think doing it in a real situation is really cool.
Yeah, so it's going to be just a solo King of the Hill battle royale, and then I'm still building in rules and stuff. Like you can see the timer up here is not working yet, things like that. So yeah, there's a lot to add still, but I think we could get started right now with it.
Sweet. Oh, he's asking if you're using the new prefab workflow. I assume not yet because it's not really it's still in beta.
No, I don't think so. I'm just using.
Well, it's in the 0.3 beta. It gives you the prefab editor, It's actually pretty nice now. The first time I played with it was in an experimental build, and it was really buggy. In the 0.31, it seems pretty stable. So you basically like double click on a prefab, and it opens up almost like a temporary scene with just your prefab in it.
Oh,
so you can
fantastic.
make changes to the prefab, yeah. And then you just hit it's like a little breadcrumbs back thing in the hierarchy to just go back out of it.
That's cool. Yeah, they really need that because I'm constantly dragging them in there.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did it for. That, and you can do like a prefab nesting and prefab variants now. So you can have a prefab and then add other things to it and have that be a variant. And then if you update the main prefab, the non-variant stuff updates on all the variants too.
Yeah, let me. I'm gonna pop this open in Steam real quick and see what builds there because. Oh, it says it's running right now.
Oh, that's a side effect of the Steamworks.net. When you launch it in Unity, it just never closes down.
Oh, okay.
It thinks that you're playing constantly. Like all of the games I've made on Steam, I have like thousands and thousands of hours of played time because it just keeps counting up. It doesn't go until you like log in and stop.
I have to shut it down for it to launch the real thing now, don't I?
You might have to, yeah. Because it thinks that the game's already running.
Yeah, I want to go check. All right, let's see what version's here. It's weird because Steam doesn't seem to update it right away. Yeah, I see my Steam information's not even in there yet. It hasn't downloaded the stuff that I did promote.
Oh, yeah.
Steam before it'll download it.
No, you can go into the properties to the settings and force it, I think. Although you may not be able to do it while it thinks it's running. But yeah, if you like right click and go to the properties and updates.
Updates right here. Follow my global settings. Always allow background downloads. Never allow background download. View update history. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. That feels weird. Like it should have updated to at least have the Steam name because I published that not too long ago, and it's just.
Yeah, it's usually really fast.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be launching it. Let me see one more time. Yep. Weird. Unless I'm crazy because I'm using my build thing to do it. So anyway.
Oh, it's possible build didn't go up or something.
Yeah.
Oh wait, did you flip it in Steam's UI?
I did.
Oh, okay, then it should be there. It's weird.
Yeah.
What I used to do was switch back and forth between beta builds, and it would force the update immediately because you're switching branches.
Oh, really?
So because I had like a beta branch and a release branch, so just bounce back and forth to force it to update. But it was never really slow either, though. It was usually pretty quick, just on rare occasions when I needed to force it. Yeah, it's still not publicly available yet. He's still in the Steam process, and normally go through and get that all set up probably relatively long in advance. I think Chris is probably a ways. When do you plan on doing a public alpha or something? Or do you have plans for that?
Probably when it's like actually playable.
Yeah, I mean, like,
yeah,
we're talking months, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can only work on this like half an hour a day, so
yeah.
So it's gonna be a while, but yeah.
Cool. All right, well, I guess I'll just kill the stream now. It's getting late. It's fun though, interesting checking out that stuff and everything. Yeah, I'm excited to go through and do the machine learning stuff too. I think that'll be a lot of fun.
So I don't know. Next time we do it, next time we do a stream, then we can do that.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, let's pick a day and just go for it. And I'll post that one in advance. I didn't really do this beforehand. He's asking if you're doing 3 games simultaneously. I think you're just working on Space a bit now, right?
This is just a night job for me. Not even a night job, just a maybe a hobby more right now. But
yeah, the other ones you did before. Shoot a Bit's already on. It's on Android and iOS, right?
yeah, Android and iOS. So
I have not played Eat a Bit, but
I think that's fun too. Yeah, like it's basically like Doodle Jump or something along those lines. Like,
very cool. All right, well, see you everybody. I'm gonna end it.
Yep. Let's see.